Hi guys, where have you been? Where have I been? I've been cleaning and doing a project. I don't know why this is a little okay. It's gonna look at my boldness. Anywho, I started painting. It's like a display thing. It has 3 levels, like 3. Oh my gosh, what do you call that? It's not like a file. Like an armoire kind of thing. But it has glass doors and it has 2, but then it converts into like 3 spaces that you can put things on it. It was this like cherry color, and at one time we had furniture that was that color, like it was wooden, and then the sofa and stuff. So I started painting it white. I've done like 2 coats on it, and then my arms felt like they were gonna fall off. No kidding. I couldn't move. My head I still have a really bad headache, but I haven't done anything in a long time, and I've been afraid to, so I just jump into it, and oh my gosh, my neck, because I was bending like this, and so every time I bend my neck to paint underneath the thing, my neck was going crack, 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 crack. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But I survived. That's why I haven't done the book earlier. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I can't do the things that I used to anymore. But anyway, I can still read, I think, sometimes. So let's see if we can finish Ivy and being one big happy family. And welcome if you're new. I do stories for children in my own crazy way. I have a lot of interruptions because I have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and now the cat was here, she left, all females. And now Sasha the Chihuahua, she's here, and Maggie, I put another little bed. I washed it. Oh my gosh, I've been washing and cleaning. I cleaned all the towers and condominiums for the cats because I gave them some of that catnip, which they go insane. So I vacuumed so much. I was sneezing and you don't want to know. Anywho, if we're gonna finish this book, I better get started. There's not much left, but I am so curious to know. I've been wanting to do the book, but my husband was here for a few days, so we started trying to organize. And then storms, more storms, and thank goodness it's gonna miss us. But I mean, I feel really bad for the people that have suffered or that are gonna suffer with this storm Laura. I pray they're okay and that nobody gets hurt and nobody loses their home, because I mean, it's just awful. I that just it hits my heart. So I pray that for everybody to be safe. So now let's get into the book. Finally, this chapter is called Asking for Trouble. Whoa, look what they have done. I don't know what this is. Let me see. It looks like it can't be a trampoline because it's like square. So maybe a table, a hula hoop, a box, and they dog. So there's sand, a bucket. They have a hose, a car, a pail. Oh my gosh, and a little house. So let's see what's going on. Begging the gods for a baby turned out to be complicated. First, you had to find a spot with grass but without trees. If the gods dropped a baby out of the sky, you didn't want the baby getting stuck in a tree. Ivy's backyard had too many rocks. Her front yard had too many scratchy bushes. Bean's front yard had trees. Her backyard? No way. A baby could get hurt on all the stuff in Bean's backyard. Minnie, don't go in there, baby. Don't, Minnie. Come this way, mommy. You might get stabbed. This is what I'm telling you. I have to put up with. They were asleep. Every time I say that, you might think I'm joking. They were all asleep. I get up quietly and I come into my office over here, my drawing room and everything else. All the stuff that doesn't have a place comes in here. And they just want to wreck the place, interrupt, and then they leave. But I love them. I just love them. Anywho, I'm so sorry. Here we go again. Sasha, sit down. No way. A baby could get hurt and all that stuff in Bean's backyard. In the end, they decided to go to Monkey Park, a block and a half from Pancake Court. Whoa. How's they gonna know to drop off the baby over there? Oh, look. This is where she lives. It's, I guess, like a cul-de-sac it's called. All these houses. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses. And this one has a little bush. It's a little bush right there. Maybe that's where they live. I don't know. One of them. Let's continue. Now that Ivy and Bean were 7 and 9/12, they could go to Monkey Park by themselves. Okay. As long as they follow 5 million rules when they did. In Monkey Park were one big flat field and not so flat field. Usually the flat field was covered with soccer playing kids. But now, in the middle of the afternoon, there were only a few kids. They're kicking balls around, which made a perfect place to ask the gods for a baby. Which gods is she? Maybe she'll get more than one baby. They could drop her anywhere, and that baby would be fine. Okay, said Ivy, slapping her hands together. The first thing we need to do is to make a big circle of flowers. How do you know? Asked Bean. I've done this before, Ivy said. I bet the gods for a kitten. Did it work? Ivy frowned. Sort of. I got a stuffed kitten. So it didn't work, Bean thought. But she didn't say that because she didn't want to be a discouraging friend. Oh my goodness, you have got to see this park. Look, there's a fountain with some guy sitting on it. I guess that's part of the fountain and water comes out from his hat. Then there's all this like molehills and there's Bean. And here's Bean. Oh, there's people having a picnic over there. Do they have a baby? Yeah, they have a baby. Look. There's a baby. And the mom and dad. And they're saying hello. Let's see. Instead, she said, we can't pick any flowers. They belong to Monkey Park. I know. We have to go around and find flowers that have already fallen on the ground. Oh, okay. Bean looked at the grass. There weren't any flowers. I'll go look near the fountain. The fountain was the reason Monkey Park was called Monkey Park. Oh, that's a monkey? It didn't look like a monkey. Do you see it? Does it look like a monkey to you? It's so tiny. I guess it could be a monkey. All right. I'll go near the fountain. Okay. In the middle of the fountain, there was a statue of a smiling monkey in a shiny blue suit, holding a plate of grapes and oranges. Huh? Water spurted out of his hat. As Bean walked around the fountain looking under bushes, she saw her neighbors, Jean, the boy, and Jean, the girl, and their baby Kalya. That's a pretty name. They were having a picnic. Hi, Bean, called Jean, the girl. What ya doing? She goes, what ya doing? Looking for dead flowers, said Bean. She found a petal and picked it up. Do you want some lunch? Asked Jean, the boy. We have pate. Pate? Bean didn't know what it was, but it sounded terrible. Even worse than bananas and pickles. Bean didn't say that. She said, thanks, but I already had lunch a while ago. Fever. Oh my goodness, wait. I'm sweating under this light. Jean the boy looked grumpy. We were supposed to have lunch a while ago, but somebody needed a nap. He squinted at Kalya, who had brown goop smear all over her face. No, said Kalya, and then somebody yelled for an hour and a half, added Jean the girl, squinting at Kalya too. No, said Kalya, and then somebody had a big poop, said Jean the boy. No, hollered Kalya. She staggered toward Bean with her goopy brown hands. Baby. Bean waved and zipped away as fast as she could. Sasha, don't go there, baby girl, because you can't even see. Come this way. There you go. Go sit in the bed, Mama. Go sit in the bed. Sit in this bed, Mommy. Mommy washed it and everything. Yeah. Don't lick my toe. I just took a shower. Go over there in the bed, Mama. Sit. Can you sit? Sashi. There you go. Oh, poor thing. She wanted to get under my shelves over there. They're like metal shelves and it's full of stuff. She goes in there. I don't even know how I'm going to get her out. Because, oh my gosh. It's too many things. I have so many, like, paintings. I thought I was going to throw them away because, I mean, nobody wants them. I sold a few, but then I don't have any more space, so I'll probably just throw them away. Or just put them out there. Maybe somebody would want to put it in the living room. I don't know. Anyhow. Okay. Where am I? When she brought them back to the flat field, Ivy used almost all of them to make a giant circle. Oh, wait. I missed the paragraph. Hang on. Bean waved and zipped away as fast as she could. Yeah. She poked under bushes until she found some purple flowers and some pink flowers and some white flowers and some flowers that were so dead they were brown. When she brought them back to the flat field, Ivy used almost all of them to make a giant circle. The rest she handed to Bean. Okay, Ivy said, I'll stand in the middle of the circle with cellophane and do the begging while you dance around the edge of the circle and toss flowers. This is the circle she made. Oh my gosh, look, it's like dead flowers. And there she is. Just, let's see how that dancing is gonna go. Dance around the edge of the circle and toss flowers, asked Bean. Me? Why? Gods like it, said Ivy firmly. What are you going to be doing? I'm going to be chanting. Also throwing cellophane up in the air. Here we go with the poor baby. Throwing it up in the air. So they get the right idea. With the gods, you have to read really clear. Chanting and throwing cellophane around sounded better than dancing in a circle and tossing flowers. Why can't I do the chanting part? Asked Bean. I'm the one who needs the sister, said Ivy. I have to do the chanting. She stepped into the center of the circle and held cellophane up to the sky. Whoa, she cried. Then she looked over her shoulder at Bean. Dance, she whispered. Okay, she's got the baby, the little doll. propped up like she's gonna just throw her up. Oh my gosh. Bean hopped from one foot to the other. She felt dumb. I seek your help because I'm getting spoiled down here, yelled Ivy. She waved cellophane at the sky. I need one of these, only real. Bean hopped from her second foot back to the first foot. She tossed a couple of flowers. The kids on the other side of the field stopped kicking balls to watch. Bean wished the gods would hurry up. Yoo-hoo! Yelled Ivy. Take this offering. She threw cellophane into the sky. And give me a sister. She looked over her shoulder. Dance harder. Bean did a kick. The watching kids laugh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh my goodness. She's tossing her up in the air. Poor Bean dancing, and the kids are just laughing. There's like 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys, and they're holding their stomach laughing at her and pointing. Oh, look again. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then the other kid is throwing a ball up in the air and Bean is like, oh my gosh. She dropped the doll on the ground. Bean scowled at them. Stupid gods, she thought. Stupid baby. Ivy closed her eyes and yelled, I'm not even watching, gods, so don't worry that I'll see you. Nothing happened. Dance, she hissed. Bean skipped. So did the watching kids. If you need a few minutes to find one, I can wait. Ivy called to the sky. Oh, gods, she held out her arms, ready to catch a baby. I'll be right here. Ready when you are. The watching kids held out their arms and staggered around, and suddenly Bean had a wonderful idea. Kind of like, if Bean had an idea, I don't know. Let's see. Miracle in Monkey Park. Oh, this is Kalya. Bean tore through Monkey Park and skidded to a halt in front of Jean and Jean. Can I borrow Kalya? She panted. No, said Kalya. Sure, said Jean and Jean. I'll bring her back soon, Bean promised. She took Kalya to the goopy hand. Oh, by the goopy hand. Oh. Come on, this is going to be fun. I don't know. Take your time, called Jean, the boy, as Bean and Kalya took off. It's like he doesn't want to take care of Kalya. She's been crying for an hour and a half. Look at her. She's trying to pick her up and she's got a smelly diaper. Bean soon learned that Kalya couldn't run like a normal person. Her legs were too short for one thing. For another, she couldn't concentrate. She kept falling over. Finally, Bean was forced to pick her up. The goopy brown smears were even more disgusting close up. Also, she smelled. You smell, said Bean. No, said Kalya. She hugged Bean. Oh my gosh. Ew, said Bean, but she didn't have time to argue. She had to hurry. And she made it. Ivy was still begging with her eyes closed and her arms out. The watching kids had gotten bored. They had gone back to kicking balls. Oh, ye gods, save me, Ivy chanted. Give me a baby sister. She wiggled her fingers to show that she was ready to catch a baby. Oh my gosh, look. She got a smelly diaper and over here she's like, Ivy's like, give me a baby. Bean put her hand over Kalya's smeary mouth and tiptoed into the circle just as Ivy finished up along. Oh, God. Quickly, Bean rolled Kalya right into Ivy's open arms. Ivy's eyes flew open. Yikes! She squawked. Holy moly cannoli! Your prayers have been answered, Ivy, cried Bean. You've got yourself a fine baby sister. Whoa! Ivy stared at Kalya's smear face. Isn't this Kalya? BB! hollered Kalya, twisting around to find Bean. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's all dirty. Ugh. Nope, not Kalya. This one dropped right out of the sky, said Bean in an excited voice. I saw the whole thing. No, 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 wailed Kalya, reaching for Bean. Ivy looked doubtfully at Bean. Bean opened her eyes as wide as it would go. It's a miracle! Oh my gosh. Ivy giggled. Then she gave Kalya a big hug and cried, My darling sister! She made a face. Pew! No, no! Kalya kicked her legs and slid down Ivy to get to the ground. Then she ran for Bean. My baby! Sorry, Charlie, said Bean, turning him around. Go to sister. No, baby! Kalya stuffed some of Bean's pants into her mouth. She's gonna kill them! And this is a real baby. Here, sister, called Ivy. I have a doll for you. She picked Cellophane up the ground and waved her at Kalya. Dolly, Dolly! Kalya looked at Cellophane for a moment. Then she snatched the doll and hit Ivy with it. No! Ow! Said Ivy, rubbing her leg where Cellophane hit it. Look at that. Because having a baby sister is not as much fun as she was thinking. It's a lot of work. Anywho, that doesn't say it in the book. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. This is what it's like, said Bean. I try to warn you. Ivy shook her head. I think the gods must have been trying to get rid of this one. Beggars can't be choosers, said Bean. You'll be unspoiled in a jiffy. Ivy looked at Kalya. What exactly do you do with babies? Bean didn't really know what people did with babies, but she said, You rock them to sleep. Ivy watched Kalya bang Cellophane's head in the dirt. She doesn't look very sleepy. That's why you have to rock them, said Bean. Ivy chased Kalya until she caught her. Look at her. She was just chasing her. And then she got her and she's so mad. She had to hold her pretty tight so she couldn't get away. Then she rocked, 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 rocked. No, 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 screamed Kalya. Mama, 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 mama. Rock, rock, rock. Look at her face. She's really mad. Oh my gosh. Are you sure this is normal? Ivy said, rocking. Totally normal, said Bean. Kalya hit Ivy on the ear. Mama, mama. Ivy stopped rocking. Hark, she cried. She's calling for her godless mother to come and get her. Nah, said Bean. She's saying, Gosh, I love my new sister. No, she wants to go home, said Ivy. She put her hand to her ear and hark. What is hark? Hark. I have no idea. I never read that word before. Hark and hark. Some water. I heard the voice of her godless mother calling for her child. I don't hear anything, said Bean. She's saying, my baby, Ivy said. If she offends the gods, she will be punished. Oh, gosh. Not me, said Bean. I'm just sitting here. Ivy sighed deeply. Both of us, it is dangerous to anger the goddess. She looked lovingly at Kalya. I must return you, darling sister, though it saddens my heart. Mom! Hi, honey. It was Jean the girl coming down the path. See, said Ivy. She opened her arms. Go. Return to your mother. Kalya burst out on Ivy's arm and ran like crazy. Mom, 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 mom. Look at Ah, poor thing. And then she ran to her mom. She returns to the gods, said Ivy. She looks sideways at Bean. There you are, Bunny, said Jean, scooping Kalya up. Thanks for watching her, Bean, she called. And you too, Ivy. Ivy bowed. The goddess speaks, she whispers. She's going crazy. Anytime you girls want to borrow her again, you just let me know, Jean cried. Bean tried to look like she thought that was a good idea. We sure will. Not a chance, Ivy whispered. Especially with that dirty diaper. Oh my God. Not too big and not too little. This is the picture. I think they're in school. She's got a backpack with some legs sticking out of the backpack. Ivy and Bean walked slowly back to Pancake Court. Finally, Ivy spoke. You're right about the baby sisters. They're terrible. Oh, I think that's cellophane. Yeah, she got her legs out of the backpack. Big sisters are worse, said Bean. If big ones are bad and little ones are bad, that doesn't leave much. There's twins, Bean said. I always wish I was a twin. Oh my gosh, she doesn't give up. Think how cool it would be like having a friend in your house. It would be like you and me, only sisters. And they'd probably fight. Ugh. Ivy nodded. But you can't get a twin. You have to be born that way. Wouldn't it be great? Said Bean dreamily. You could gang up on your older sister. Ivy frowned. I don't have an older sister. But if you did, and you had a twin, you could gang up on her. And for once in your life, you might win an argument. Bean thought some more. Plus, it would be fun. If you and I were twins, we get to play all the time, and every night would be like a sleepover. Well, some twins don't get along. Oh my goodness. Except we wouldn't be us, said Ivy, because we wouldn't have our parents. Bean shrugged. It wouldn't matter. We have each other. Ivy thought about that. Yeah, but it's too late. We're not twins. Life isn't fair, said Bean gloomily. Oh my gosh, she's standing on her head, on her bed. Whoa, I can't do that. Can you do that? Be careful. Ooh. But that night, Bean had an amazing idea. It was an idea that would fix Ivy's spoilment and life's unfairness at the same time. It was an idea that would make everything better. Plus, it was an idea that didn't need gods or electricity or magic to work, and all it needed was nature. Let's see what she's cooking now. Here's how Bean's idea went. Kids grow. Everyone knows that. All the time, they're growing and growing. They get taller, their feet get bigger, even their heads grow. Which is weird, but true. What's covering all these growing parts? Skin, that's what. And what does that mean about skin? It's growing too, all the time. So let's say you wanted to be a twin. Let's say you wanted a twin to be your friend. All you have to do is tie yourself to her with strings and wait. What? After a while, your skins will grow together and you wouldn't become twins. Easy peasy. Bean wanted to go over to Ivy's house and right that minute to tell her the amazing idea. Bean's mom said, absolutely not. It's 10 p.m. And why aren't you asleep? Okay, grumped Bean. She stormed back to her room. But don't be surprised when you have to buy more food. And maybe a bigger bed too. Her mom looked confused. What? You'll see. Look at her. Her mom is like, why aren't you in bed? She's mad. And she's like, whatever. It's nature, explained Bean. The next day, as she looped strings around her arm and Ivy's, nature always works. We'll be twins. Ha! Nancy's going to freak. And we won't just be regular twins, Ivy said. We'll be the joint kind, which is the coolest. Tie that knot tight. Oh my gosh. Originally, Bean had wanted to tape their heads together. And then when they take it out, they'll be bald like me. Hair will come out. That's gonna hurt. Look at them. They're all tight at the wrist. Oh my goodness. Let me see. No, wait. Okay. But Ivy had pointed out that they had to bend sideways for the rest of their lives. Plus, they had tape in their hair. Joint arms would be way easier. Bean had to admit this was true. Bean tied the last knot. Okay, she said. That should do it. She leaned back against the wall of her puny plastic playhouse, and Ivy leaned with her. She had to. We'll be the 3-armed twins. After a moment, she said, I can feel our skin growing together. Me too, said Ivy. How long do you think it'll take? A month, maybe, said Ivy. A month, yelled Bean. That's a long time. But in the end, we'll be joined forever, Ivy said. Forever. And then we're going to rule the world, said Bean. Ha! You keep saying ha, Ivy said. Let's go show people. Bean was too excited to sit still. Oh my gosh. People, Ivy said, I'm reading this really great book. You can read later, said Bean. Maybe it was pretty hard for them to squeeze through the tiny door of Bean's playhouse, but finally Bean figured out that if she crawled backward and Ivy crawled forward, they could make it out. Still, their heads clunked together. Nancy was sitting on her yoga mat on the other side of the lawn. One of her legs was crossed over to the other and her head was turned the opposite way. Don't talk, she said. I'm doing yoga. Now have you taken over the backyard too? Said Bean. That's not fair. She could hardly wait until she and Ivy grew together. Nancy wanted to know what hit her. Bean couldn't help. Oh my gosh, look at it. They bump heads trying to get out of the house. Bean couldn't help saying, it's in a mysterious voice. Pretty soon things are going to be different around here. Stop talking, said Nancy. Oh, Nancy's doing yoga. Look at her. Did they have a cat? It's a little cat on her shirt or dress. Oh. Okay. I'm not talking to you, said Bean. Even though your life is about to change forever and you probably won't like it. Nancy crossed her legs in the other direction. Does the word twins strike fear in your heart? asked Bean. No, Nancy said. She opened her eyes and looked at Bean and Ivy. Oh, God, you're stuck together. Does this mean you're going to move in with Ivy? No, said Bean. Ivy's going to move in with me, so ha. Ivy frowned. I thought we were going to switch off, she said. Bean looked at her in surprise. The plan was to move to my house. Ivy shook her head. You didn't say that before. You said it didn't matter. They're fighting. Oh, no. Nancy made praying hands and lifted her face to the sky. You two are only going to be half as annoying with one arm each. Bean looked at Nancy. Then she looked at her tied up arm. Let's get out of here, she said to Ivy. A naughty problem. Oh boy. It's going long, I'm sorry, but let's see if I can do this. This is the last chapter, a naughty problem. Hook. Ooh, is that a teacher or one of their moms? For a while, Ivy and Bean sat in Bean's driveway. Then Bean said, let's go show our arm to Dino. Maybe it would strike fear in his heart. But it didn't because Dino wasn't home. Dino's mom answered the doorbell. She had one pair of glasses on her head and one on her eyes. What happened to you two? She asked, squinting at their tied-up arm. Oh my goodness. Bean always thought it was better not to tell grown-ups exactly what was going on. But Ivy answered right away. We're making ourselves into twins by growing our skin together. Dino's mom took the pair of glasses on her head and put them over her glasses on her eyes to take a closer look. What a good idea! Whose house are you going to live in once you're done? Mine, said Bean. We're going to switch off, said Ivy. Bean wished Ivy would stop saying that. Oh my gosh, look at they're thinking in their head they're each going to live in their own house. She liked her own house. That's what her mom and dad were. Unfortunately, Nancy was there too. But still, all her stuff was there. She decided to change the subject. Where's Dino? She asked. He's over at Sophie W's playing Banis with Dino's mom. Banis was a famous pancake court game. It was baseball played with a tennis ball. Dino and Bean and Liana had thought it up after Liana broke a window with a softball. You almost never broke a window in Banis, partly because tennis balls were soft and partly because in Banis, the bat was a bamboo stick. Oh, that sounds interesting. You hardly ever hit the ball. As if you did, the stick usually broke. Ah! Bean loved Banis. She loved whacking the tennis ball as hard as she could and then throwing the broken stick on the ground. Sometimes she spit on the dirt too, just for good measure. Look at the bamboo stick and the ball. Oh my goodness. But now she was a twin. You couldn't play Banis with one arm tied to another person, especially if that person was Ivy. Ivy couldn't hit things with sticks. Ivy didn't even like hitting things with sticks. I like reading books. Bean imagined herself sitting in a chair while while she read a book for an hour. She imagined Ivy's mom kissing her goodnight. She imagined never ever playing Banis again. Yikes! Her life wasn't getting better. It was getting worse. Bean and Ivy said goodbye to Dino's mom and went to sit on the grass. So this is being a twin, said Bean. They were both quiet for a long time. Oh, look at this. They're thinking about, oh, she's reading, I'm bored. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's another chapter. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You know, said Ivy at last, I don't think we should do this. She wiggled her arm. What? How come? Asked Bean. She tried to sound disappointed. I mean, it's mean to our parents, explained Ivy. If it works, they'll be really sad when they're at each other's person's house. Especially my mom. At least your parents have Nancy. But that's Nancy, said Bean. My parents would miss me a lot. Ivy nodded. We have to think of other people. Oh, now I think they don't want to be twins. They're looking pathetic. Bean nodded too. We have to be unselfish. Nancy will be way worse without me around. Even though it would be great for us, said Ivy. Bean's knot was so good they couldn't untie it. Oh, they had to chew it. First Bean chewed and then Ivy chewed. Finally, one big chew. Bean bit through the string and they each had 2 arms again. Water. Darn, said Bean, waving her arm around. No more twin. And I'm still spoiled, said Ivy, waving her arm around. Bean stopped waving her arm. You know, Ivy, if you were spoiled, you wouldn't have thought of our parents. You would only have thought of yourself. Ivy thought about that. You never did seem very spoiled to me, said Bean. Maybe I don't really need a sister, said Ivy. Right, sisters are nothing but trouble. Especially that Kalya, said Ivy. Pew! All right then, I'm going to play some banners, Bean said, swinging an imaginary bamboo stick. I'm going to read, said Ivy. You're a big weirdo, said Bean. No, you're a big weirdo, said Ivy. See you, see you. Off they ran in different directions. And there's the picture of them waving at each other. They're no longer tied. Bean nodded too. We have to be unselfish. Nancy would be the worst. Oh, without me around. Wait, I already read this. Hang on. Oh, the page. Oh my goodness, this chair. This is going really long. I don't know if I can do this so long. Oh my gosh. Bean broke 2 bamboo sticks, playing banners. She spit in the dirt too. After that, she went home and did her regular things, like eating dinner and both wanting and not wanting to take a bath and going to sleep. She forgot all about sisters and twins and spoiledness until the next day at school. During lunch, when Ivy looked in her lunchbook and said, "Oh, here," she pulled out the jiggly man and threw him to Bean. "You can have him." Oh! Bean looked at his little gummy blue body. For real? Forever? Ivy nodded. You're not spoiled at all, Bean said, jumping to her feet. She raced to the nearest wall and threw the jiggly man at it. Splat! He hung there for a moment. Then bloop, 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 bloop. Down the wall he went. Eric popped up next to her. Ooh, is he made out of burgers? Oh, look. That's so nice that she gave up her favorite toy. Yep, said Bean. Blue boogers. Let me try. Generously, Bean let Eric throw the jiggly man. Splat! Bloop, 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 bloop. Then Leo wanted to try. Then Emma. Then Margali. Bloop, 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 bloop. Pretty soon there was a line of kids waiting to throw him against the wall. Bloop, 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 bloop. I want one of these guys, said Doosit, handing the jiggly man back to Bean. Where'd you get him? Ivy gave him to me, said Bean. My turn, said Vanessa, holding out her hand. Bean hesitated. Pretty nice of Ivy to give him to me, huh? Look at the line of kids. This looks like they're going to the cafeteria. Oh my goodness. Well, they're being really nice. Yeah, said Vanessa, still holding out her hand. Pretty unspoiled, don't you think? Asked Bean. I mean, a spoiled kid would never do something like that, right? She looked at Vanessa. Vanessa looked at the jiggly man. Right, she said. That was good enough for Bean. She handed the gummy blue guy to Vanessa. Here you go, give him a good splat. Splat, bloop, 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 bloop. Here goes Vanessa. And the jiggly man going to bloop, 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 bloop. The end. Oh, we did it. Oh, they shared and they were not spoiled. Oh, Ivy's not spoiled anymore. We got it done. I'm going to have to go quickly. So let's see if this one, because it's so long, if this is going to work to publish it like that, or I might have to cut it in half, which I don't know how to do. So if you started school and you're working from home or in school, I wish you the best. And I hope that you study hard because that's your future. And take care and be safe. And I love you. And I'll be back with another story pretty soon. Okay?